Ooh, let's look at his board and we'll solve it for him, and then we'll, like, Goodwill Hunting this guy, and then we'll get a job for sure. How's it going, everyone? My name's Graeme, and welcome to our first look at the brand new game, The Low Road, from XGen Studios. I can almost guarantee that pretty much everyone out there has played a game from XGen, be it some of their old online flash games like Fishy, Defend Your Castle, or Motherlode, or some of their more modern releases like Super Motherlode and Stick RPG 1 and 2. They've been creating incredible content for a long time now, and I'm super proud and honored to be showing off a game from a local developer. This is a point-and-click adventure game that surrounds a group of spies. I don't want to spoil too much, let's just get into it. Chapter 1. Right now I'm playing an early demo build of the game, and so I believe the first 2 chapters are available to me. There's 6 chapters altogether. Penderbrook Motors HQ, Department of Outside Intelligence, August 17th, 1976.
I wish somebody had told me on my first day. Being a spy is nothing like you see on TV. Showdowns in exotic
Is that him with the sweet afro back in the day?
Defying car chases, seemingly limitless food and beverage per diems. Those days are over. What we deal with is the collection and manipulation of information, plain and simple. And thanks to the wonders of telephone communication, we don't even have to leave our desks anymore.
I guess that's why he's got like so many telephones.
Fun? Not really. Does it pay well? Well, that depends on how long you've been here. But listen, if you keep your head down and do what's asked of you, 15, 20 years down the line, you could have a nice looking corner office just like this one. Heated underground parking too. Not too shabby, is it?
No, I want that underground parking. That sounds fantastic. Are these all like Employee of the Month awards? Has this guy been giving them all to himself? It looks like maybe they're actual awards, but I like to think that he's just giving them to himself. No, I assume real espionage isn't all James Bond car chases and gadgets, so I won't say that. I'd maybe rather do field work. It doesn't have to be super exciting, but no, it sounds okay.
Sounds okay.
Yeah, I'm not too bowled over by you either, but let's try to make the best of it. Since it's your first day, let's see what they taught you in the academy.
I mean, if I'm already hired, I don't have to pretend to be enthusiastic, right?
Mendoza. She's a production manager at our latest competitor, Rev Inc. Our top engineer, a fellow by the name of Sebastian Cartwright, was working on a top-secret project when he was abducted along with his plans. We're beginning to think that Cartwright might be involved in whatever they're doing over there at Rev, and possibly against his will. There's 3 things I'm going to need you to find out. 1, where this test facility is located. 2, what's the easiest point of entry. And 3, whether or not they have Sebastian. I pulled all the information I could on Lacey and compiled it in this scrapbook. It's not much, but it might help you gild the lily. Any questions?
No, I think that sounded pretty straightforward. I at least managed to ascertain what my 3 objectives were. I kept track of those. Location, easiest entry, and whether or not they have Sebastian. I got that under wraps. So this game takes place in the 1970s automobile industry, and I guess we're corporate spies, not government spies. So I guess we're just trying to get like trade secrets from one another. I have no idea if there's government involvement there, but Rev Inc. I think is just a rival company.
What's Rev Inc.?
No idea. There's nothing on the books to prove it exists.
Well, maybe this is a little shadier than I thought. It's not just like Ford versus Dodge or something. Tell me more about Sebastian.
Tell me more about
Why do I
Sebastian.
care about him being missing?
Brilliant engineer. Bit of an eccentric. Has a Jones for clean energy. Whatever that is.
Oh, you silly 1970s automobile makers. If only you knew. Any advice? It is my first day. This seems like a pretty big task to just be dumping on me on day 1. There was a lot of ins and outs
Any
there.
advice?
Get her to trust you. Pretend to be someone from her past. Someone she cares for but hasn't kept in touch with. Old classmate, former co-worker, that sort of thing. Whatever you do, don't pretend to be a loan manager. You won't make it past hello.
I mean, I guess if I just have to talk over the phone, it should be a little bit easier to pretend. I don't have to worry about a costume or anything, although it's not like they'd really know who I was anyways. How do I use the
How
scrapbook?
do I use the scrapbook?
It's a scrapbook. You turn the pages with your hands. and look
Okay,
through
okay,
with
I
your
could have
eyes.
figured that out
Then
myself.
your eyes take what they see to your brain, and your brain uses that
Yeah,
to come up
hold
with
up.
ideas.
Yeah, you're going a little
Though
bit too
maybe
in-depth
not
here.
In your case.
Enough talk. Let's call her up.
Thanks for being such a dink about it there. That really makes me feel super confident when you just really lay into me like that. I was wondering more from like a gameplay perspective
This is
how
an
to use
important
it.
mission, so make it count.
Ooh. Oh, thanks for just get in the way there. Don't let you dial. Oh crap.
Bliss and blessings unto you and yours. This is Lacey. Who's speaking?
Oh crap. Am I timed here? Oh, it looks like I have some time to figure things out. That's the loan manager thing. I don't want to do that. Lindsay Fellows from no, I don't want to do that. No, roommate is too specific. They'll probably be able to punch a hole in that. What if they've only ever had like 3 roommates before?
Guess who?
You'll have to forgive me. I'm having some trouble placing you. We haven't heard from outsiders in quite some time.
Attention, Barney. Oh crap. All right, I guess. Abigail M. Damn it. I don't have time to read through all this. I thought something would be a little bit more helpful.
Only
Best
the
roommate.
Best roommate you've ever had.
Clara? You sound really different.
Don't change your voice. That would be weird. Puberty? No. It has
Well,
been a
it
decade.
has been
I've been
over a
chain
decade.
smoking like crazy.
It's been less than 5 years, Clara. How could you not remember that?
Oh shit.
Only
Yeah, I
5
shouldn't have.
years? Wow, time sure grinds to a halt when you're not around.
You're not with Decilio, are you?
Who's Docilio?
Never mind. We've just had a lot of outside interference lately, and we need to be extra careful about who we speak to. So
Am
here
I
we are, Clara.
actually at
I'm gonna need some
Decilio?
proof. Why don't we start with you telling me the address of our old apartment?
Oh, nuts. Alright, I'm not timed here. I might actually have time to look through things. Got a couple addresses. The 7473 at the very top there. Leaseholder, Mendoza. There's also... Yeah, that one. It's there 2 separate times. That's got to be the one, right? Oh, but the Overlook Terrace is a 2-bedroom apartment. It was 5 years ago because it's 1971. It's 1976 right now. And Clara Babcock must be me. So it must be the Overlook Terrace.
42 Overlook Terrace.
Wow, it really is you!
Aha, I nailed it!
But how on earth did you get this number?
Oh, that's just unimportant. That's just one question too many. I think you're going to regret asking that one. Wedding invitation? Your mother, X, I used my psychic abilities. I found it in your patent application. No, I probably wouldn't want to say that. Oh, 2 weeks ago, our daughter Lacey abandoned her lovely fiance at the altar. So, X? It could be X. Although it looks like her mother's kind of worried about her, and things probably... It looks like things ended pretty poorly with the X there, so chances are they wouldn't be, like, interacting. Let's say mother.
Your mother gave it to me.
Stop it right there. I've had it up to here with her meddling.
At least it's believable.
First
At least she
got
was
you
willing to
and
believe
now
that.
She's got you doing her dirty work?
She's just worried about your safety. I want to join you. She misses you. Worried about your
I'm just
safety?
Worried about your safety.
Safety's the last thing I have to worry about. I'm on a private island with armed guard protection. No way in or out.
There we go. We know she's on an island.
No way out?
It's not as bad as you think. There's a ventilation system that leads to a sewer grate, so it's not like we're prisoners. Trust me, it's a great community.
It sounds to me like
I know how to get in. I think. Ventilation sewer system.
It's like Sebastian tells us every day. The real prisoners.
And
are
I
the
know
ones on the
Sebastian's there
outside.
now.
Do you mean Sebastian Cartwright?
Sebastian was on here somewhere, wasn't he?
Revealed too much to your
Yeah,
outsiders.
he was here.
You'll know when it happens. Until then, trust in Rev.
Wow. 2 out of 3. Not bad
Damn
for
it.
a
Did
rookie.
she definitely bust me there?
Great item.
Shit.
Maybe in a year or 2 you'll have what it takes to do this on the regular. Why don't you take a coffee break and then get started on some light clerical work?
I mean, I know Sebastian's there and I know how to get into it. all pretty useless information since I don't actually know where they are. What's this, little filing cabinet? What do I have in here? I like the little, I like the tabs in the cabinet and everything. The way they've organized the inventory is cool. I like that. Oh, I can look at some of these now. I can see if they're...
competition in this Employee of the Month game.
I called it. I knew they were Employee of the Month. I knew you were just giving them to me yourself, you big
Nice
bum.
haircut.
Actually, though, I do really love that haircut.
Have you ever thought about growing it back?
Every single day.
Just let it happen then, man. I'd support you. I'd be super pumped about it. Look, they got more phones on the ground here. No, let's go give him a quick chat before we take off. What should I call you?
What should I call you? Barney?
Oh, I didn't realize
Mr.
he was
Turner?
Barney.
Folks around here call me Turn.
Does that mean they're going to start calling me Kova?
No.
All right. Good talk.
I mean, you don't know that for sure. Nicknames happen in many different ways.
Anything I can do to help out?
We're on standby till Penderbrook gives us our next assignment. You can go introduce yourself to the rest of the team if you want. I don't care.
Man, you're a lazy boss, aren't you?
When's our next case?
We don't have a next case. That phone call was a taste of what you might get to do in a few years, after you pay your dues.
That's usually not how things work. When you start at a new job, they're like, we're going to put you as CEO for about 4 hours, watch you crash and burn, and then we're sending you straight down to the mailroom, and then you can work your way up. First, we just want to make it very abundantly clear how underqualified you are for that position.
I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Suit yourself.
Can I slip by here? Oh, good. I didn't want to like bump into him and be super mean. Ooh, let's look at his board and we'll solve it for him, and then we'll like Goodwill Hunting this guy, and then we'll get a job for sure. I guess it's time to go meet more of the team then. This is super unique music. I can't really explain what kind of music it is. I haven't really heard anything like it before, I don't think. There's a little, is that like for holding a gun? Looks relatively gun shaped. Let's start meeting other people with the team in the team here. First I want to look at this canister of
Do you
oil.
mind if I take this bottle?
Ah, yes. This here's the least practical disappearing ink you'll ever meet. It shows up at room temperature and disappears in the heat.
That sounds very
That's
useful.
incredibly useless, but it did rhyme.
It is. Enjoy.
It rhymed, so I just have to assume that it's worth having. I like to ask people for favors before I actually get to meet them. So now let me introduce myself, Hab. How you
Hi,
doing?
I'm Noomi Kovacs.
Well, 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 you must be the latest Oi boy.
Oi boy? Are you okay?
Oi?
Outside intelligence.
Oh.
O-I, Oi. Listen, kid, if you want to stand out and be seen as spectacular, it's best that you take to our office vernacular. Let me introduce myself.
So I guess this
Hab
guy
Abercrombie.
is
You could be agents
always
like
rhyming?
claim to fame. You need gadgetry, you come to me. Forgery too, I'll make you an honorary degree.
Is there any practical reason for all the rhyming? And when you say I have to learn the vernacular or the vocabulary of this office, does that mean that I also need to start rhyming everything I say? Because I don't know if I can maintain that for very long. What's up with Turn? No, I want to know about the
What's
rhyming
with all the
first.
rhyming?
Most of my work is pretty mundane. Speaking like this keeps me from going insane.
I think it would do the opposite for me. I think I would lose my mind. Although I guess it probably helps you keep sharp. It's like doing a Sudoku or something, trying to always talk in rhymes, but I personally think it would be a bit too much.
What's the deal with Turn? He seems a little off.
He was once a federal field agent, considered one of the best, but was fired for sending his partner on a self-serving quest. He took most of the flack, was temporarily jailed, and
Holy
ever
crap.
since then his career's been derailed. You'd be cranky too if that happened to you.
Yeah, it sounds like some of those repercussions are pretty, like... Seems like he kind of earned some of those repercussions, you know? He's allowed to be cranky about it, but hopefully he realizes that he was to blame, largely. Do you have any advice
Do you
for
have any
fieldwork?
advice on how I can get some field work?
Around here, that's unfortunately Horace's domain. And between you and me, that's a downright shame. He won't use my inventions, says he's found better kinds. But that's only because he pockets everything he finds. If I were in charge, I'd send him on a permanent vacation. But Turn won't do it. I think he fears retaliation.
Can you help me replace Horace in the field? Wow, you're a real go-getter there, Noomi. You're new to this office and you're already trying to see how you can, like, get someone fired and take their job?
Could you help me replace Horace in the field?
Well, Horace is more a pain than I'd like to admit. Too loose with his lips and totally lacking in wit.
It sounds like you're willing to admit it there, Hob.
Stranger? Why, a stunt like that could put my job in danger.
I promise to return the favor.
And what makes you think you'll be around to repay? Turn's fired assistants after only one day.
I'm smart.
I'm smart. Practically a genius.
Yeah.
Intelligence is something that one has to prove.
No, I don't think so. I
All
think I
right,
can just say
Go ahead
it.
and make your first chess move.
Okay. The peanut is neither a pea nor a nut. Yes.
The peanut is neither a pea nor a nut.
What kind? How do you like that sort of observational logic?
Aren't one and the same. Just spitting out trivia is both boring and lame.
I thought for sure you'd like that. What can I say to impress you today? Something that
What can I
rhymes,
say to
probably?
impress you today?
There's a step in the right direction. Keep bringing the rhymes and you might pass inspection.
Man, I thought he was gonna go somewhere far, far different with that rhyme there. Somewhere much filthier, you dirty old man, Hab. My quick-witted brain will never die, nor will my elephant-like memory. Feel free to inspect my poetic license, after which we'll begin our mutual connivance? Connivance. Well, I probably don't want to say that one. I'll stand here for weeks on end if that's what it takes to call you friend. That one's a little weak. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow. Isn't that Puck from A Midsummer's Night's Dream or something like that? Let's go with the elephant thing.
Will never die,
It's kind of
nor will
made up,
my
but
elephant-like
I liked it the
memory.
most.
Changing around the pronunciation. Well, that just reeks of sheer desperation.
Oh, I thought you'd be impressed with that. I thought he would like that one. Well, let's use this one, even though I don't even know what it
Feel
means.
free to inspect my poetic license, after which we'll begin our mutual connivance.
Your words are wrong. The rhymes are slant. You should be hit in the face with an antique lamp. Alright, now you've got me doing it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, that was a perfect rhyme. This one is so weak. And I don't know. I wouldn't have guessed this as being the right answer.
If that's what it takes to call you friend.
You've impressed me thus far, but how long can that last?
Wow, I didn't think he would go for that. As long as it takes, I'll always outlast. This one actually continues the theme of, like, time. Appropriately, I mean, future and past, that has to do with time, but it doesn't make sense. My knowledge is vast. When you find out the answer, you'll be somewhat aghast. As long as it takes, I'll go with that one.
I'll always outlast.
Rhyming a word with itself is a very weak move. If you
Oh,
won't impress me,
damn it. I didn't really think about that. I didn't catch that. I was too busy thinking about other
You've
things.
impressed me thus far, but how long can that last?
Aghast. It's the
When you
aghast
find
one.
out the answer, you'll be somewhat aghast.
When it comes to Western poetry, you're clearly a beast. Now, how about a form that began in the East? The syllable count of 575 is a perfect way to keep the brain cells alive.
Haiku?
Oh, with a haiku, I'll be impressed through and through.
Oh, it's even counting it for me.
Maybe help you.
And maybe help you? And maybe help you? That is 5. Why did you stretch it out like that? That's 5, isn't it? Shut up, you old man. No, that's bound to go poorly. I'll do what I can. The egg is white. You know what you need. Let's see. I'll do what I can, but I can't promise success. Please just be nice to me. Oh, you blew it on that last one. You're making me feel slightly deranged. That's wrong. Does that make it right? Alright, let me go back to the start of that one. The egg is white. That's only 4 syllables, isn't it? You know what you need, so don't worry your dumb head. Yes, let's insult him. The early birds say. Isn't that the only one that's actually a
We
haiku?
know what you need, so don't worry your dumb head, the early birds say.
Your poetic prowess has left me feeling quite odd.
I didn't really say anything that meant anything,
I'll
though.
assist with your fraud. This
I haven't even
fake
met
ID
Horace.
should serve you just fine, but if anyone asks, the hands that made them were not mine.
Will
I mean,
this
thanks
give
for
me
the
access
help,
to
Hab.
photocopier?
Without an official tracker, there's little that card can do. If you want real privileges, you might try a switcheroo.
Who's gonna be dumb enough to fall for that?
Check another floor if you can't find someone nearby. As long as you stay persistent, you're sure to find your guy.
Thanks, Hab.
I mean, yeah, thanks a lot, Hab. I only just met you, and you really did help me out a lot, even though if you did act like an old common, like, bridge troll asking trivia to make it happen. Thank you for helping me steal the job of a guy that I haven't met yet. Maybe he's got a family of like 6 he's trying to feed, and I'm gonna get him booted out of his job. But that's me, that's Noomi. I'm willing to do what it takes to advance myself in this corporate world. So next time, I'll be using this ID, and I'm coming for you, Horace. Your job is mine. Thank you guys so much for watching. The game comes out July 26th. Be sure to keep an eye out for it. I'll have links down below. Make sure to add the game to your Steam wishlist. You can follow the developers on Twitter. Do what you need to do to stay posted on the game and be alerted when the game comes out. I'll be sure to remind you guys the day of as well. I'll see you again soon.